everybody? My name is Alex, and you have been watching Season 4, Episode 5 of The ZX Show, and we are here with a special guest. But before I get there, I just want to say a happy message to everyone that's been watching on social media. We have been killing it lately. Shout out my boy Eric, shout out Josh, shout out Adam, shout out Esteban, shout out Starboy J, shout out everyone that's in the crew right now. We have been phenomenal in social media today, so I have nothing but gratefulness in my heart for you guys, for blowing up, for sharing. So if you guys want to be on this part of the show, if you guys want to be a fan, please subscribe, please follow, and DM us. If you want to be part of the next show, please DM us, and we'll put you in next season. Season 5 is under production as of right now, but we will get there. Anyways, I just want to say to everyone who's watching, mental health is a very serious thing. Mental health is very important to me. Was going through a lot this week, and this was one of those weeks where I had to step back and really go out for a walk. And I think that's just one of those things where a lot of people should be doing, is just taking a walk, taking that time for themselves, and really just, going out there and doing their thing. Without further ado, guys, thank you guys for watching the ZX Show, and let's get a drum roll here in the audience right here, because we got a special guest from WRMN 1014, Sonar.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Good, man. Thanks for having me over.
Oh, dude. So listen, I've been wanting you on the show. I've been wanting you on the show ever since we had our conversations. Ever since I seen those IMDb credits and everything, yeah. I have been like, this man has to be on the show. But the first time I've seen you was on WRMN. Yeah. Tell us about that. Well, first of all, introduce yourself. Maybe something that people may not know about you. Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Denny Sonar Greene. I am the program director and chief engineer for WRMN, 1410 on the AM dial. We've also been doing a lot of live streaming and things like that. I'm also the host of a political talk show that's also on WRMN. I've been doing that for about 3.5 years or so, just that show itself. I have, I don't know, maybe 20,000 hours of live production. Wow. And this is live. This isn't hey, I went down and recorded something, we did a thing. This is live. At a big point in my career, I was cranking out maybe 6 hours of live programming every day. Wow. Monday through Friday, that was my job. I jumped from one show to the next show and just did everything from there. So I have about 20,000 hours of live production. A lot of it was behind the scenes, what like your crew's doing right now with board operation or changing camera angles. And then eventually I got behind the microphone because I was doing the producer side for so long. I was like, well, I know how to do this show. Right. And a lot of times in radio, in media in general, we have schedules for a show, and sometimes somebody doesn't show up. So who's going to be there? Well, the guy who's the engineer, the one that was sitting there, was ready for the show. So why not have them take over? They know what's going on. So that's how I got into being in front of the camera or on the microphone instead of being behind the glass for the whole time. So I've been a producer for a whole bunch of different shows before. Marcus Ogden, Get Authentic, it's in the top 1%. Also, I'm the producer for Somebody Knows Something, Elgin Police Department's cold case unit. The first season, we actually solved a cold case in the first season. Fantastic. That one, every time we drop an episode, we get about 6,000 listens or so within the first 7 days or so, which is how you measure podcasts. But that's the podcast side of it. So YouTube and everything else, they get a lot bigger. But we were able to solve a missing persons case within the first episode, or with the first season. Wow. We dredged a river to find the car, and it's all involved in the podcast. So that's why I love media, because you get to do so many different things. The way I look at it for a lot of my clients is I tell them, look, you're already doing some cool stuff. Exactly. All I'm going to do is show up with a microphone and a camera and capture what we're doing.
Exactly. To me, I can relate to you because I started off doing more behind the scenes. That was one of my things. I wanted to be a cameraman. That was the main thing. I always wanted to be a cameraman. But then I started seeing other people doing, being in front of the camera, but them sucking behind the camera.
Yeah, I get it.
So then I felt like, dude, they suck behind the camera, they're so awesome in front of the camera, but then I'm also like here thinking like, oh, I could be better than them in front of the camera too. I'm like, they're talking about this, talking about that. I've done podcasts before where I would just sit there and like do the same thing that these guys are switching. I'm be like, oh, I could do this. And then that's where I kind of started the show. And so when you said that, I kind of related to it because, but I also was gonna, based on that, I was also gonna ask you this question: was there any like, did you ever have like anxiety like transferring from being behind the camera to being like in front of the camera? Was that like a big shift for you, especially because now you're doing it like live where people, millions of thousands of people are watching? So like, was that shift for you? Like, talk about that shift from like being from behind the scenes, no one really sees me, to now like you're jumping in front of people.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of it is, as a producer, I'm already talking with the guest before the host even gets a chance to talk with the guest. So what really helped me about being a host was being all of the other support roles before a host. Because I say it all the time to my board operators. I said the first person that's going to ruin your show is the host. They're the first person that's going to ruin it. So you
Sorry, Adam.
Exactly, right? Yeah, they're all they look right at you as soon as I said that. But that's the thing is you have to know how to support a host. A lot of times a host comes in and they're just pure host talent. There's nothing else to them. They don't necessarily know how a microphone works. They don't necessarily know how to shoot the camera like you're talking about. A lot of times those people have a harder time going the other direction, being a host that then maybe is a board operator for somebody else.
True.
Going from an engineering side of it, or a board operator or a producer, to the host position, what you're doing now is you understand everybody that supports you, so you know how to delegate. A lot of times a host comes in and they just demand. Yeah. And then the team shows up and figures out who's doing what. A good host that can actually command a good team knows that this piece goes to my social media manager, this piece goes to my producer, this job goes to here, and you build that team. So that's what I've built my business around. Is there's so many different hosts, or there's different people that want to do a show, but they don't have the team behind them. So what I do at my station is we provide the team. You come in, you got a show idea, you got something that you want to produce, you've got an event that's happening. We supply the team, you supply the content. I'm not a content maker. I'm a content capturer. I like to do things. I have some fun with people. I got my own show. But my real joy is seeing somebody else's project come together because I helped them achieve that vision. I love helping people's message get out there. Sure, I got my own, right? I can sit here and talk the rest of the time, but at the end of the day, let's give somebody a chance to get their message out there. And they may not have the skill set to do it.
And in that is exactly how I feel about media. And I think that's what you have to feel. Like, to me, I'm more passionate about how can I make this guy's whole show better than anybody else's. And the fact that I can survive that, and then it also starts with a good team. I think people have to realize it starts off with a good team. So my question to you is, before all this, right? Because now you're like looking for good teams and everything like that. What made you want to step into this field? What was it for you to be like, I want to help people out, or I want to produce something for other people so that they can be, good at what they're doing, right? And not having to worry about the technical stuff or the audio being out or the video being out. So where did that come from? Was that before, being in media? Was that like how you were raised, or what was that?
Well, I was raised Southern Baptist. We were out to church all the time, 3-4 times a week, that kind of thing. So it was all about messaging throughout my entire life, was getting message, getting the truth, because that's what you do in a religion or anything like that. That's what they do. They speak the truth. So when I got out of the military, I was all over the place. Didn't know really what I wanted to do or anything like that. So I actually went down to Florida to get an aquaculture certificate. I went down to Florida, went to the Harbor Branch Aquaculture Institute, and I have a certificate in fish farming. I right now I could turn around, I can go to the bank with a business plan and say, hey, I've got the certificate, I've got the pedigree, give me some money. I want to do some fish, right? So I went down to Florida, used my GI Bill, got all of that. Right. And when I got out of the military, there were more of us unemployed than there were actually fighting in theater. There were more. I'm a war veteran for the global war on terrorism, and there was more of us actually in theater, actually fighting in the war. There were more of us unemployed than there were actual war fighters that were out there. So I got out in 2008.
Wow.
When the collapse happened, everything. So it was a scramble to just try to figure out what was going on. Well, a local media network, they ran about 12 stations or so, was offering a position. And you know how it is in media. We offer the position 6 months before we need the position. So just letting you know, it's what we do.
Every time you go on LinkedIn, listen, every time you go on LinkedIn and they're saying, hey, we're looking for...
Yeah,
they're not.
They're always looking. That's the trick. Is they're always looking. They may not hire you for 6 months, but they're always looking for somebody.
You could try.
So I applied, and they were like, "Look, we like what you're doing. We could bring you over, et cetera, but I mean, we can't hire you right now today." So every 3 days, I called up and was like, "Hey, you're the one that posted it." Every 3 days, like clockwork, I said, okay, I called on Monday. Okay. Hey, Kevin, you still hiring people? And finally he was like, look, stop calling me and just come in.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, I'll come in every 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah. Start knocking on. Hey, what's going on? If you want a job in any field, sweep the floors. That's if you want a job anywhere, show up, sweep the floors, take the trash out, all of that jazz. Because back to the same thing. If somebody doesn't show up, who are they going to grab?
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to grab the guy who's been sitting behind me the whole time, looking over my shoulder, asking me what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's where that internship really comes in. I know here at IMS, we've really pushed for internships, but honestly, that's the number one way for networking.
Exactly.
You want to be a paralegal next year. Go to a law firm and sweep their floors. Learn how everything is put together. Hang out with them. And that's really what I did. For 3 months, I went to that place every single day until I learned somebody else's job. And guess what happened?
You took that?
I took that job. 6 months later, I was the chief engineer for the network because of the Navy side of everything, my electronics background, et cetera, et cetera. So did that. And then in 2015, they bought up my company because of me. They bought the whole company. They said, we're going to buy it, and if this guy doesn't come with us to Chicago, we don't want it. We don't want the business. We don't want the clients. We don't want anything. We want this guy.
Awesome.
So I turned a failing station. WCGO was the name of it. It's a 10,000 watt station in Evanston. Still pumps now.
Still pumps now. Awesome.
We sold that one 3 years after I got up there. They took a $160,000 investment, and 3 years later, we sold that investment for $1.3 million. Now, obviously, I didn't get any of that money.
Right.
So, but at the end of the day, it's all about building your team and being a part of something. And a lot of times, and I'm not going to, hopefully I don't offend anybody too much.
No,
I've seen a few of the episodes, so there's a fence away. But at the end of the day, there's two different camps with media in here. You could be a W-2 chaser. Not gonna hop you on that one. We all need a job. We all need to work somewhere.
Yep.
You want a W-2, you want the security, you want the everything else. But I'll tell you, working for those big companies, you don't have the security in media that you think you do. Where you get the security is the other side. Don't be a W-2 chaser. Build your own business.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur. The way I look at it, you come here, you learn all the skills, you get all the skills for engineering. How many $500 clients do you need to make your nut?
Like
Five, three.
three.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's the same amount of money you're going to get on a W-2.
Exactly.
So instead of having one boss that rides you all the time, a 9 to 5 that you got to go to get your, I don't know, $15, $20 an hour, have one client that pays you $500.
And that's all you
Or
need.
have 5 clients that pay you $500.
Mm-hmm.
Now I only got 5 bosses. I only got 5 projects I got to work on. And there you go. That's why media, I think, it is one of the best places to get into, because if you have the skills like you were talking about, you can do a whole bunch of things with it.
That's awesome, Sonar. And then here's the thing to me. I've always tell people this. You are like the wizard in media.
No, I've just been around long enough. That's all it is.
I've told people this, that when you walk around these halls and you see Sonar, just know if you take like 5 minutes of your time, you're going to learn something.
Yeah.
And I think that's the joy that I try to give to other people, because I love media so much. I started in a church and I was just doing camera work because my pastor told me, you cannot stay in one place, sir, and we need you to go around and get
We
these
need you in
shots.
all 3 cameras, right? We're going to run all of them.
Cameras. So my pastor always noticed I was up, and I have ADHD, so I can't even stay in one place. So he was right. So he had put me in cameras, and I was like, "What? Why? I was always trying to go downstairs. I was never trying to be in the altar upstairs. I'm like, why am I going to stay up here? I'm trying to go downstairs." So he one day just grabbed me by the shoulder, and he was like, "Look, come here." And that's when I first saw my first Sony broadcast camera with the buttons on the left and everything. That's when I saw my first camera. I think it was one of these joints too. It was like an NX camera or something like that.
Full camera, not even a webcam,
Not even a
or
webcam,
a
like
cell
a
phone sitting
full
somewhere.
production $1,000 camera, and it was on a dolly, and they were like, get the camera, get a shot of, because my church was all my family members, so technically I was just getting shots of my uncles and my aunties every Sunday. And it was the best.
But it's a privilege, though, right? It's a privilege
It was
to
a
be able to
privilege,
do
but
it.
you could just see everyone just staring at me while I was trying to get the shot. It's just this.
It's like if you're the sideline camera guy and you're focused on the cheerleaders the whole time.
Exactly. So I'll get like a text from my auntie like, don't you dare move the camera.
Exactly.
So that's where I got my start. That's where I got my start. And ever since then, I loved it. And I was doing that since so I started when I was 11 and literally was doing that for like till I was 15.
Yeah.
And in high school, I wasn't the brightest in the bunch, but so they gave you 2 options. It was either digital media or I don't know what the other part was. It was super boring. And I was like, no, I'm doing digital media. I went to digital media not knowing like what to expect. Yeah. In the first 3 years of high school, I was learning Adobe Premiere. I was learning Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator. So when I got into high school, felt like now I looked at it, I had a head start.
Yeah.
And right out of that, I just started falling in love. Now in high school, I was doing music videos. I was literally recording in the hallways. I was getting called in the office because I had told my buddies to get on top of the lockers so we could record his music videos. I had a friend dress up in a Spider-Man outfit because we wanted to recreate the trailer for it. So we had him jumping on beanbags and everything in front of the green screen because we wanted that. So my love for media came from so early, and that's why I relate to you in so much when you say like, oh, I want to do this. I wanted to help people with this. Now I want to start my own business because now I'm 21 and I want to do my own business now in media. And I think everyone should. If you are invested in media, find a skill, rather it's videography, photography, or you want to be in broadcast, or you want to do audio engineer. Like find a skill. Take a year to learn that skill, or even less. You have YouTube now. You have social media now that can teach you. You have like literally private tutors that you can now like learn from. And then if you are in this school, you have an amazing people that have experience.
We're a trade. We're tradesmen, right? It's so just like any other trade, whether if I was a carpenter or a general contractor or a plumber or an electrician or anything like that, that's a trade.
Yeah.
Media is a trade.
Yep.
So I'll guarantee you, I've talked with so many different entrepreneurs and things. It's all about that switch in your head. because we all know the lemonade stand numbers, right?
Yeah.
I need so much water, I need so many lemons, how much does all that cost? What do I sell the cup for, right?
Yep.
Imagine taking that outside and going, okay, my income is the money that I make as me, the business, Dennis Greene, the business. Okay, my rent, my food, my car payments, my everything else is my expense sheet. So even if you look at how much does it cost to keep you alive as your expenses versus how much do you make? I need the thing I make to be more than the other side, right?
Exactly.
It's basic econ at that point. But instead of looking at it as balancing a checkbook or making a budget for yourself, put it in the mind frame that you are a business. So it cost me, I don't know, a quarter a tank to get to this client's house. So I got to make sure that I charge at least that quarter of a tank to get to. It cost me, I don't know, maybe $100 to do this other thing. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're recouping that. It's something that we do already kind of in our own minds. But when you flip that switch and you say, well, hold on a second, I can just go out and go get money by making a thing. That's why we're tradesmen.
Right.
Is by all means, I can go on YouTube, learn how to remodel my bathroom.
Yeah.
Is it going to be good? No, not at all. Do I know it? Do I have the skills? Did I learn? Sure, absolutely. It's the same thing with media. But for some reason, media, we all think that like, oh, all I got to do is just go on Amazon, spend $200, and boom, I'm a media guy. I'll be the next It's Your Boy YouTube streamer. Right?
Exactly.
I'll be the next one out there, right? Exactly. I can stay in my basement. My mom will bring Hot Pockets down, and I'll be good to go. $200. That's all I need, right?
Right.
So that's where it's the same thing as if I turned around and said, well, I'm going to be the best carpenter in the world. I bought this $50 hammer. I'm the best carpenter in the entire world. This is a $50 hammer. Your hammer's only $30? Well, good luck, buddy. That's what I mean. It's the same thing, but it's that phrase that anybody with a microphone thinks they can rock.
Exactly. They can rap or something.
Exactly. So it's that same kind of concept is, by all means, we got the cool tools.
Yeah.
But we understand the tools. If the only thing that I understand about building a house is that it takes hammers to do it, I'm going to spend all the money on a hammer, and then I'm going to go stand out in a field and swing it and go, why isn't my house done? Yeah. And that's where media comes in. How many clients have you had went out and spent thousands and thousands of dollars on equipment and then turned around and was like, we had no idea what we were doing?
Oh, I had too many.
Yeah.
and the best part is like, they always ask you a specific question. Is this the best microphone? Is this
the best one? Well, I mean, the one you have is probably the best one.
Is this? I want to get the most affordable one, or I want to get the most expensive one. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
And I'm not saying don't spend money. I'm not telling you
exactly.
That. Put money where it belongs.
Yes.
Because here's the other thing too, as part of my management style, I could spend a whole bunch of money on a system that I hire anybody to come in and just push a button.
Yeah.
And come in, push the button, it makes the thing. I could spend thousands and thousands of dollars on making that system.
Yep.
Or I can build a cheaper system and spend those thousands and thousands of dollars on a smart person.
Yeah.
Then I've got the best of both worlds. I got a person who can operate the things that we purchased. And in case there's anything that's there, I've got a smart person that doesn't just push the button.
You got it.
Because you hire a person that just pushes the buttons. When the button doesn't work, guess who they call? You.
Yeah.
Hey, the button didn't work. Well, did you push these 3 buttons? Well, no one trained me to do that. I don't know how to do that.
Exactly.
I only get paid $10 an hour. Like that's what I mean. Is it's those type of sides to it. And I'm not saying that it's expensive to get in media. I'm not saying you got to hire somebody.
Right.
You have to put the resources in somewhere. You're either going to put the money in and then maybe save yourself some time, or you're going to do the slog like the rest of us, and you're going to buy the little cheap microphone, and you're going to do that for 3 months, and then you'll get the computer upgrade, and you ride that for a little bit. And put it all
the $300 is not coming out.
Exactly. So, I mean, the way that I put it is you can put the money in two different places. You can put the money in your equipment and then just let the equipment ride. But if the equipment breaks, well, I'm out whatever it is.
Exactly.
Or I can buy the equipment that gets the job done and then go find a person who understands how to do that. It's like turning around and buying the fastest NASCAR that you possibly can and then hiring like somebody who has their learner's permit. Yeah. It's like, I've got the fastest car. Why didn't we win?
Because you don't know how to drive.
Exactly. When you can put somebody in a jalopy and you can put, I don't know, pick any. I don't follow baseball.
I don't follow baseball. You got to pretend you're brother. But one thing I wanted to, and then right here where we're talking about media, there's certain things that people don't know. Is that like our life is so surrounded by media that sometimes, and this is what I wanted to bring up, is we forget, or I forget, and let me know if you relate to this. I forget about my life a little bit because I'm always surrounded by media. I'm always surrounded by other people's lives. I'm always surrounded by talking about other people's lives. And it's like watching TV 24/7.
Yeah.
Because you're like always either behind a show, in front of a show, or you're always helping with someone or something like that. How is it life outside of this whole media bubble for you?
Well, I mean, entrepreneur-wise as well, it's 24 hours. It always is. Running a station, same thing. I got a 24-hour station that spins. If the station goes off at 3 o'clock in the morning, there's nobody else that's going to wake up and take care of it. So it's me. So what you try to do is not get pulled so thin. I mean, it really what it is. But I'm there with you of essentially viewing the entire world through a screen always. Even when we go out and take a picture or go hiking or anything like that, we always want to pull our phones out or we always want to record a thing. Now, I let the boss lady capture the family stuff. I let her take all the pictures and let her. I'm like, look, I'm on the phone all the time. I've got a camera on me all the time. Like, you take the pictures for them. It's your time. But at the end of the day, like, you have to kind of, I think I feel the same way that you're at, is we get so inundated with other people's stories, we kind of forget to kind of focus on our own for a little bit. And so it's all about compartmentalization, being able to turn around and say, this is the project that we're working on right here, and then saying, this is that project, and going that way with it. And then saying, okay, now that the project's done, now let me focus on the family or do any of that other stuff that's on there. What ends up happening is you have to kind of set your schedule. It's part of being an entrepreneur as well, is setting your own schedule. You're your own boss. Right. So, I mean, I can yell at myself for not waking up early and doing it. But at the end of the day, back to the W-2 chaser, right? W-2 chaser. You ever see Office Space, the movie Office Space? Yeah, I got 5 bosses, Bob, right? The whole thing of like, the only reason I do good is to not get bothered.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're an entrepreneur, the reason that you do good is because it's your business. You want to do good. So it instills that integrity for everything, whether or not you have the time to do your own personal things. You have the integral part that you decided that this was the project you were going to do, so you have the follow through. That makes yeses and nos weighted so much more. Somebody comes over to you and says, Alex, will you come and help me do this thing? Got this stuff going on Saturday? Yeah, your knee-jerk reaction as a person that's service, your knee-jerk reaction is, absolutely, I'll be there. What time do I got to be there?
That's what I'm going to get to. Like, are you that type of person too, where it's like,
yes is all day.
I need help. Oh, I got you. Because like my wife, big lady always says, like, boss lady always says, I'm too nice.
Yeah.
She's always like, you're too nice to people. You always say yes to people.
But you get it done. So here's the thing is if you want something done, find a busy person. Busy people get stuff done. Because we think about it and you go, well, that's a busy person. I don't want to give them another thing. Well, that busy person, the reason that they are busy is because people gave them things.
Exactly.
You don't want to give a project to somebody who doesn't do anything.
Because you're not seeing that project for another week.
Because you know people are asking that person to get stuff done, and it ain't happening. So I'm all about it. I'll say yes to almost everything, but I think that's the entrepreneur side to me. If somebody came into the station tomorrow and said, I need to make copies, well, I'm a print shop now. 10 cents a copy. I've got a copier in the back. You want to make them? Yeah, 10 cents a copy, man. Come hang out with us. Like,
I would hate to ask for coffee in your house.
You got a coffee in my house. You got to put $1 in the jar. It's like no, but that's where you've got your business mind, and you turn around and you say, well, everybody's a client or everybody's something with that business side, and like you were saying with the separation, you got to kind of take that with your family side too. Is you got to shut that off. You got to compartmentalize, and your friends aren't clients. And your clients aren't friends. We can act friendly and I can act businesslike to either one of them. But at the end of the day, you have to separate those two. Otherwise, you're back to everything is just one giant big ball.
I think that was my problem, was that I had, and I will also say that it was also the client's fault, where the client was a bit too friendly with me, where it was like we had this relationship.
We're trying to get a good deal,
But here's the thing, like when he like, it's almost like if you watch Shameless, remember when Lip was like trying to be like, was getting too close with like the professor?
Yeah.
Remember like the relationship like that? It was kind of like that, where like up to a certain point, like if I messed up, they just forgot like that we were even friends, and then they went back to the business. So I had to suffer through that. I felt like Lip. I was like, what? I had fights like that one time, and that's why I was like, what's your advice, like when it comes to like things like that, like dealing with clients and trying to separate, friendship from your business? And when you said that, I'm like, great, because to me, that was my biggest problem. Was like I'm such a nice person, but to the point where like business and me, like friends and clients, got mixed, because it was the first, I believe, it was like the first year where I was now constructing myself as my own business.
I think it's kind of, at the end of the day, it's your energy. If you can have a friendly demeanor, but it's when it starts becoming, at a certain point in a relationship, it kind of becomes transactional. At a certain point where it's like, this is the road. So here's the difference. If we are a transactional side of business, you paid for lunch last time, I pay for lunch this time, we go back and forth. Or I invited you to the business meeting, so I'll pick it up. Right. Friends split the checks. It's that kind of different energy of if a business partner, honestly, I think traditionally it's whoever invited the person over is the person. Payer. Yeah, we don't go Dutch on a business.
No, we don't.
But friends will. So it's a different type of energy. Now you can still be friendly, but it's when it becomes transactional, that's when you have to put your transactional blinders on and say, okay, business-wise, what is it? Contractual-wise, what is it? Now, by all means, I don't have anybody in a contract that doesn't want to work with me. Each one of my contracts, because of the FCC and a couple other regulations, I have to have at least some sort of runway into cancellation. Somebody cancels a contract, I need in the contract some sort of runway, whether it's 30 days or 60 days or whatever else.
Something like that, yeah.
Here's my philosophy with it. You tell me that you don't want to work with me anymore, I don't carry that 30 days. You already told me you don't want to work with me. Why are we going to continue to do projects?
That's true.
Here's the other part of it. People that work for me tell me that they, given the 2 days notice, I fire them on the spot. Not because I'm mean or anything else. I don't need you here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't need you here for 2 weeks talking about how it's great that you're not going to work here anymore.
Exactly.
Because all you're going to do is going to go around to everybody else who does work for me, and they're going to go, you're right, I should quit this place. And if it's about the money, they turn around and they go, hey, I need to be quit in 2 weeks. And if it's about the money, I give them the 2 weeks. I pay them for their 2 weeks of notice that they give me, and I say, spend the rest of the day cleaning out your stuff. That's it. Go ahead.
All right.
first off, I don't run with the crew that if I'm a man down, that I'm out of luck.
Right.
I don't run with a crew like that anyway. And secondly, you don't want to work here. So why do I force you to be here for 2 weeks? Why are you going to force yourself to be here for 2 weeks? By all means, if it's about the money, you're like, hey, I need that extra 2 weeks. By all, you're paid
cool.
for the next 2 weeks.
That's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't want you in the building.
And that's fair.
I want you to spend the rest of the day handing over all of your work, because here's the other thing I don't do. Everybody in my crew knows your job. Every single one of them knows your job. Because I don't want you to get hit by a bus, Alex. Because you get hit by a bus and everybody goes, well, Alex is the only one who knew how to do that. He's the guy who has the password. What's on Alex's computer? Well, hold on a second. Alex don't work here no more. So that's how I try to train my people as well. Everybody knows everybody's job, even if you have your own specialty. We all know each other's job. Because what if, let's say I don't want to put any bad karma on you. So you didn't get hit by a bus.
Okay.
Let's say you want to go on vacation, right? We'll give you some good karma.
Okay, good.
You wanted to take 2 weeks off, right?
Hell yeah.
Maybe you got your first kid coming up, right? Real soon, right? Yeah, real soon, right?
Babe, it's coming.
Maybe we'll see. But maybe you want to take some time off, right? You're like, hey, I just had my kid. Can I take the month off?
Yeah, exactly.
If I don't know your job, I have to say no. If I don't know, if the rest of the crew can't support you, I have to deny something that you want. That's not my job as a boss. That's not my job as a supporter. You want something as a person that works for me, I'm going to try everything I can to get you to that. I've had people that worked for me and have immediately walked over to WBBM and got a job first time they walked in. I've had people work for me that still work for WGN right now because they turned around and said, look, thank you for everything that I learned here, but I want that. And I said, yeah, go for it. Do you need me to write a letter of recommendation? Do you need me to call somebody? What do you need me to do to help you get that thing? Because my whole philosophy is I don't want to be the best. I hate being the best. I hate being the smartest. I hate being the best. I hate all of it because I don't want to be the one in the front of the race. Because if I'm the one in the front of the race, everybody else is chasing me. Everybody else is looking behind me. Everybody else is burning holes in the back of my head. I would rather bring somebody else up to my speed. I'd rather teach you how to get up to me because if you're just as fast as I am, that makes me want to run even faster. Because the thing is if I'm already in the lead, why do I need to be better? I want to be better. I don't want to be in the lead. I want to be better than what I am right now.
Exactly.
So if I'm already in the lead, what benefit do I get for crippling you? What benefit do I get for not letting you catch up to me?
Exactly.
Because then, I'm not the fastest? Well, heck, I could be better. I could get faster. How did you get so fast? That's what I want. I want peers. And if I got to come to IMS and teach these students to be my peers, then let's do it. Let's all race.
Yeah.
Let's all race together because you're going to have something that I didn't see. And I'm going to have something you didn't see.
Yeah.
And I flipped this entire industry on its head because you know how it is out there with the W-2 guys. They turn around and they go, nope, this is mine.
Yep.
I learned this. Nope, this is mine. Exactly. You aren't allowed to do this.
Yep.
The reason I have this is so that they don't fire me.
Yep.
Well, the reason that they shouldn't fire you is because, I don't know, you're a good worker. Like, that should be the reason they don't fire you. Not because you've got the secret password. Don't fire me, otherwise you can't log into the phones. That's terrible.
This is hostage.
Yeah. Because guess what happens as soon as I know that password?
Gone.
You're out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why do I need you?
And I think that's what I love. That's the one thing I love about you with Sonar is that you.
I love you too, buddy.
Thank you, brother. I love you right now. Honestly, yeah, I love Sonar, guys. The reason why is because it's like Sonar's like my grandfather, man. It's just like you like if I had to come to someone, this is someone I would come to, and the reason why that is because, man, everything he's talking about, I related to. and I'm learning now, and everything that he said, and that's what I believe in myself. The whole reason why I did the show in the first place was because I saw a need in people that were suffering in mental health, and either it was the youth, the old, the current generation, anything like that. When I saw that, I felt like there needs to be a voice, there needs to be someone here, there needs to be someone that can push this thing. With me trying to do that now, I opened this door to now people are coming to me and trying to be friends, and now they're trying to be in the team, right? And that was my whole goal, was to make sure I want to build this show, yeah, but I want to build a community of other people like me.
The show's just the vehicle.
The show is just a vehicle,
Yeah.
because everything else is everything on top of that, right? I want to do the show because I want people to support their mental health. I want to do the show because I want people to be aware of it. But I also want people to watch the show because I felt like even if I'm watching something or anything like that, I still feel alone in my room. I want to be the first show to where you're hearing this, it feels like you're the third person in that room.
Yeah.
Because that's how it should be. We should be bringing people together, helping people out, and they'll be selfish. I've worked with podcasters after the show or during the show. They'll come with the guests. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, right. And they'll literally go like this. And they're talking to the guests and everything else. And then once they leave, he was terrible. Oh, he was this. Oh, he was whatever. They were so negative about it. So it's like, you don't care about your product. I shouldn't be caring about your product.
There you go. That's it right there. Is I never go more into a project than the person who is technically in charge of the project.
Yeah.
So whatever energy that they put into it, I match. Because I was the same way with you. I cared too much about somebody else's project.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying that they didn't have the skills and maybe they didn't. That's why they went backwards. What I'm saying is you can have the passion without the skills.
Yep.
You can have that energy of let's get this thing done and not do all of the legwork like I will do. I'll do all of the legwork for you, but I need you to match my energy. I need you to be excited about it. Trust me, man, I've got you turn around and you think about it, 52 episodes a year. You start doing 3 or 4 years on that, you're measuring episodes in the hundreds at that point. Fatigue does set in. What I always do for any new show that starts up, I tell them you are going to have to do at least 6 months before you get any kind of reaction for what you're doing.
And that's literally what happened.
Yep. But it's 6 months, right?
Yeah.
6 months is the cutoff, because let's do some math real quick. Starting a show, we'll do podcasting, right? Okay. Not what we're doing here, which is not podcasting.
This is not podcasting.
It's not podcasting.
This is a podcast show.
This is a vlog. This is a vlog. This is a vlog. If you're listening on the audio, then yes. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Sorry, it's just one of those things. This is a fantastic show. We do a great show that is podcasted. You're not a podcast. I'm just letting you know.
I know. I would never call my
because I'm an old man. But essentially, to do your show, you got to match that energy. You got to turn around and say, if you want to do this show, do it. But let's get to the math. What is it? 75% of all podcasts don't make it to episode 4. And that isn't the video side of it. That's just posting the podcast out of the audio. 90% of all podcasts don't make it to episode 13. So if you look at it that way, that's 12 episodes. 12 episodes once a week, 3 months. The algorithm knows that 90% of these shows will not make it to episode 13, will not make it to episode 4. So the algorithm does not look at you until month 4. Once month 4 hits, it spends the next 2 months slowly sending your stuff out to people. Spends that 2 months seeing their reaction. Do they like it? Do they scroll past it? Do they watch it? Do they click on it? Do they interact, etc.? At about the 6th month mark, they have already found out your audience. What type of people like your stuff.
Right.
that's when at the 6-month mark, you usually start to see a swell of people coming in, new people, rewatchers, your subscribers are coming back as well. So you'll start to see a lot of that. And it's because of the algorithm. The algorithm is your first audience. Sorry, audience, I got to play to the computers first. Then the computer will give it to you. Like
exactly.
I got to let the computer know it's a good show.
Exactly. The computer, it's a good show.
It's a good show, computer. It's a really good show.
Good show.
5 stars.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and if you are watching, like, subscribe, all the different things that are happening there.
Exactly.
Reviews. If you like this show or any show, leave a review. That is the lifeblood of shows. Review. Obviously 5 stars, but you have to review the stuff that you like. Let them know that you like it. Let the computer know that you like it. It's that feedback that really drives this new media.
Yep. Put your camera on me. 5 star, the political show. Listen,
Apolitical talk show.
Apolitical talk show. Sorry, apolitical talk show. 5 stars. I watch it here and there with Nick. We'll sit there. We'll be like this. Damn, that's Sonar. And sometimes we don't need to watch it. We'll just hear him like in the hallway.
Oh yeah, I might get loud.
Be like, oh yeah, he's getting it in there. He's ripping somebody a new hole.
That's it.
And that's Sonar. If you guys watch this show, I'm always every time I tune in, I'm like, my man speaking facts. My man is in there.
No.
My man throwing heat. You should see flames under the studio. You should see that.
That's great. No, I have to get that energy for it. And the way I try to do my show is I don't like being that political pundit that just yells, right? Now, obviously, I have a passion to it, but I don't like yelling at the other team.
Oh yeah.
Like this team, that team. Look, you want to draw lines in the sand. You want to put on a jersey. You want to wear a red or a blue hat or a yellow hat. Whatever you want to do, man. Whatever hats you want to wear, you just go ahead and get that
here
thing
in the
done.
ZX show, we have both blue and red.
We have purple hats. We have purple hats. That's it. So that's where, if you look at my show, Apolitical Talk Show, you can find it on the internet. You just Google Apolitical Talk Show. I'll show up there eventually. My logo is purple because it's to that point. When I first started the show, I told people that I was purple. I said, look, I'm not red. I'm not blue. I'm purple. And some jerk goes into the comments and goes, well, purple's just another shade of blue. and I'm like, it's on the air, but I look at the comment, and on the air, I read the comment, I look dead at the camera, and I go, it's also a different shade of red? That's how colors work. Welcome to Apolitical Talk Show. And it was just like, that's what, but that's where I'm at with it. Here in the Chicagoland area, you got your blue station, you got your red station. I don't need to call them out. If you're in Chicago, you know the stations. Yeah. If I'm a red guy and I call the blue station, they're going to yell at me.
Yep.
If I'm a blue guy and I call the red station, they're going to first finish the crayon they're eating, and then they're going to let me in. I'm sorry, I'm allowed to be a little bit. No, I'm sorry. But anyway, they're gonna finish the Greene.
We're gonna cut that part out.
No, but what I'm saying is, my show, I try to take everything from the Constitution side to it. I mean, when I joined the Navy, I swore an oath to the Constitution.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is like a un-oathing, is there a thing? Am I supposed to break the oath at a certain time? Like is there a time limit on it? I know you swore an oath to the Constitution for your life, but that is up in like 5 years.
Exactly. That book is like, oh, there's like a page missing or something. Like there might be a page missing.
So that's what I mean is so I take it from the constitutional standpoint, and if your political party isn't following the Constitution, I'm gonna call it out.
Yeah.
Here's my thing with the thing, and then I'll leave it where it is. But I don't need to be the guy screaming that guy is speeding. Oh, see that car? That car's speeding. That car's speeding. It's speeding. It's speeding. I don't need to scream all of that. What I'll do is I'll tell you the speed limit. I'll tell you the speed limit, and then you can decide if that jackass is going too fast. That's you. You can decide.
I like that. I think I'm like the same way, because I'm like, I just talk about the facts.
Yeah.
You gotta talk about the facts.
They're all bozos anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just wish this damn Congress would do something. No, just
no, please, no. We brought you here to talk.
Welcome to Apolitical Talk Show here on WRMN. No,
oh my God! All right. Well, Sonar, before you go,
Yeah.
well, actually, before we, get to our game in here in a second, Adam's laughing for a good reason.
he's excited.
He's excited. We have a very good game today. The game today is Just Dance.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a wild Just Dance. You're gonna love today's Just Dance, okay? And but what I want to say is my last question to you before we went on a break. What's your advice on mental health, and even just not even just mental health itself, just how to deal with it, having to live with it. This is just for people that are older, younger. What's your advice?
Well, I'll take it from the military approach that we've got, because we lose almost 30 military members every single day. Every single hour, there is a military member that is committing suicide, not contemplating it, not going out, is doing it, and is, in lack of a better word, successful at it. And so us military members, there's a lot of us that subscribe to a pledge. It's called the Spartan Pledge. And civilians, by all means, take it to however it is. But what the Spartan Pledge is I will not do harm to myself or take my own life without talking to somebody first. And I will find a mission in life. That's the Spartan Pledge. What you're doing with that is you're not taking anybody's autonomy away from themselves.
Right.
Look, if you want to do it, there's all kinds of ways to do it, and there's all kinds of ways for me not to be able to stop you. The only person that can actually stop you 100% is you. And so with that Spartan Pledge, what you're doing is you're not saying, what I'm saying, I'm not getting to the point where it's not as bad as you think it will be, right? Is a lot of it is when we lose somebody, it's because they didn't reach out. And so what the Spartan Pledge does is it says that I'm not taking away your right to be a person, to be a warfighter, to be a person who's going through this and recognizing what's going through your life. I'm not going to be the one that takes that choice away from you.
Right.
Come talk to me. Let's make that choice together. And I get choked up with it because we lose so many people that if they just talked, if they just would have said, hey, I'm struggling. If those people would just say that, everyone in this room and everyone that's listening would be there for that person. And that's what I suggest to everybody, is if you are feeling that way, call the hotline, call 311, call 911, call your buddy, call the barkeep that you go to, call somebody and talk about it. Because what you're going through, you don't have to do it alone. And so that's how I put it there. Thanks, buddy.
Wow. All right. Well, that was honestly the greatest advice I've heard so far in the show, and honestly, that's
not mine. I wish it was.
No, but that was to hear that. Honestly, because to me, even what you said, like we're gonna make that choice together. I'm like, wow.
And so, I'm gonna push for the right one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna push for the right choice.
Push for the right choice.
But
exactly.
At the end of the day, we can't. I can't control you. I can't control how you feel. I can't. The world's got two choices, man. Things I can control and things I can't. And so the Spartan Pledge, what it does is it doesn't take, and a lot of people do that. They're like, oh, well, if I go talk with somebody, then there's all the shame that comes along with it.
Then that's,
we all, trust me, we all think about things like this.
Yeah.
We all have these intrusive thoughts. We all do.
Yeah.
It's who are you going to listen to? Call me up. You can physically listen to me.
And that right there was true, because the shame part. I grew up in a Latino household. It was always like, it was taboo.
Mm-hmm.
It was like,
How dare you not want to be here?
Exactly. How dare you not want to? God is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Dios is so amazing. That's what I was hearing all the time. And yeah, God is good and God is great. But man, my mental health is not. And I need something else that I can physically touch right now that can help me stay at least sane. So, and like you said, like, what can we control? What can we control?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that like really hits home, because I've had conversations with people where it's like, it almost feels helpless.
Yeah.
Because you can't really do too much, or you can't really say too much. And when you hear it the next day or the other time, you're almost like blaming yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like you said, people have to realize that it's about choice, and that if that person decides to, respectfully, right, then fine. But at least I tell people, at least we tried to have that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as we at least had to have conversation, at least I can live knowing that, okay, at least he knew when he passed, he was loved.
Yep.
And he was loved by everybody else, and we were trying to help him as much as he can. So God bless his soul, and God bless that person's soul wherever.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much, Sonar.
Yeah, man,
that
absolutely.
was an absolute banger of an advice. So to people that are watching the ZX show, we'll be right back with the show. First of all, I just want to say, guys, this is going to be an awesome episode. This is going to be an awesome episode. You guys are going to be like, I can't even explain it, but we'll be right back with the show.
So go ahead.
So wait, so
Yeah,
I gotta
you
do.
go, see.
So am I red?
Yeah, you're red.
Am I
Down
red
blue.
there? Oh.
You okay?
This is gonna be crazy. So what do I gotta do
Good.
right there? Okay. All right, so I gotta get a little closer.
Yeah, you gotta get a little closer.
Oh man.
Hold on, step back.
We
We gotta get the room.
Okay. Let's do this. I need to be. Do I gotta do this left-handed? Is that what's
Yeah,
happening?
you gotta do right-handed though.
Right.
Okay, look, we gotta follow what they gotta do.
I gotta follow Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I gotta follow
I don't
her.
think I've ever done that.
Okay.
Oh, this is the green one. Is the one with the weed. Got it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna get perfect score just by doing this.
Just like this.
Yep.
This is
Halfway Nicki Minaj, right?
This is Nicki Minaj right here.
Am I supposed to be just watching the guy at the bottom, or am I supposed to be watching Nicki?
I'm getting too distracted on the bottom. I'm not gonna
Oh my
lie.
goodness! This is
Okay, we
all I gotta
changed.
do is the thing.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I don't even know what's
Is there a way? Is there a way to get us on the other side? Like, can we get?
Can we get over there? Can we get over there? We get over there. Hold on. I'm like too distracted.
What am I supposed to do here?
Hold on. There you go.
I'm supposed to do this.
Supposed
Supposed
to
to
do
do
this.
this.
This
Coming
could
down.
do that.
Whoa,
you know,
Fictions.
this is-
Entrepreneurs begin in the mouth go. Think about what the cool he can sound loud. But I think I like I'm when he down loud. And I think I like I'm when
Yeah, she does.
See?
You just gotta give me that look when you give me that. You know, I really got a thing for American. Sticking it off, because I can tell insurance and feminist stuff. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Somebody
Go, girl.
I will.
I wish my outfits changed like this every time.
Oh man.
Shit.
Am I jazzy or happy?
You're jazzy.
Are we both? Are we all right now?
Like,
We're all jazzy in.
all jazzy in this economy.
Oh,
It's been jazzy in this economy for a while.
ooh, that one right?
Yeah.
No.
Get that in there. See, I'm doing okay. for
This
myself.
is a bad time to let you know I mix up my left and rights.
This is a bad time to tell you. I got cholesterol up the fucking ride. They literally made a song about it. Like, this is how bad cholesterol is. Shit.
Oh,
Yes,
is that
guys.
perfect? Is that what
If
that
you guys are
sound
also
means?
wondering, Bills are this high. And so the bills are high. So if you see Alex do some weird shit, just know
If you take a
the bills are high.
you'll experience death, hydration,
Dehydration,
dehydration.
dehydration.
This looks like one of those fucking Ozempic commercials.
Get your placenta today.
Ozempic?
Ozempic. Yeah, this is like an Ozempic commercial. This is like the failed before and before of Ozempic.
When you try out for an Ozempic commercial?
God, are we done?
Thank God.
God damn.
This is easily like what, 8th circle of hell? Boom, that's me all day.
Oh yeah.
It's like they made an avatar of us.
Oh my God.
Okay,
All right.
here we go. We just got this.
All right.
Okay,
Okay, what is this?
it's supposed to be this way, right?
And yet I'm still
Oh,
saying, no, I saw
I can't even hear it. I don't think you want to hear the music.
no.
This is it right here, brother. This is a million views. They got us. Josh is fantasizing with me that we joined the Illuminati. Let me tell you something. This ain't a human. This ain't no ritual. I think you got this, bro. Oh my God. I think Sonar scared with you on this one.
I think you picked a bad character.
I think so. There's no music. Thank God. How do you get a perfect? How do you get a perfect? You didn't do shit.
I'm the original Dad Bod Dance Party, man.
Oh God. I would hate to be on this, guys.
You don't have to move your legs, by the way.
I know, but shit. Gotta get into character, man.
Oh, the character does
exactly.
move their legs.
How are you getting perfect? God damn.
I watch a lot of TV. And you just gotta really just wiggle this thing around. Oh, that's what we were supposed to do.
They're still going.
Yeah, your ass got caught in 4K, bro. Dude, he's toast. He's toast.
Are we rocking in, guys? Come on. Come on. How am I still getting next? Okay. Oh, wow.
It's some other cuts, man.
It's some other cuts. What's up?
Street Fighter.
This is some Wii Sports, right?
My shot is like chef's kiss, bro.
Bro, I got that photo of him.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, we're fading away.
Don't fade away.
Anything hard.
Yo, let's see who actually did that.
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh, God dang it.
close though.
It was close. Oh my God.
Alex, you good there?
No.
You need a towel?
Somebody find my water for Alex.
Yeah,
Yeah, for Alex.
Yo, Josh, go find him water.
I cannot. Listen, guys. This is the king, okay?
Watch it over full.
The Dad Bob, okay? Dad Bob Dance Revolution, Okay.
So the Dad Bod Dance Party, man, you can find me on IMDb. If we get enough likes, I might resurrect it.
There you go.
It's been
You
like
gotta- you gotta
6
come
years
back.
or so
You gotta bring this back.
since I've done it.
I'll come on. I'll be your first guest.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do it for the, at the corner of it would say today's instructor, because it's a workout routine, right?
Yeah.
So then we'll come in and at the bottom it'll say today's instructor, Sonar. The first spin-off from the
That is awesome. We are gonna be the very first guest.